Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today, we're going to go over the INTJs compatibility with every MBTI type. Make sure to watch each one and find out which one suits you the best. INTJ, Architect Mastermind, is a very unique personality type who selects their relationships and potential partners in a very specific way. They can live on good terms with some personality types and really don't click with the other ones. What are INTJ relationships like? Today, we'll examine the romantic compatibility of each personality type with the INTJ. This should help you figure out which personality types are compatible with INTJs and which aren't. Here is the INTJs compatibility with every MBTI type. Number 1. INTJ with ISTJ. These personalities share a lot, which makes their interactions harmonious and free from conflicts. Both types favor forthright honesty and impersonal logic. Both have strong moral convictions and prefer to keep their feelings close to their chests. But while INTJs concentrate on the symbolic and abstract, ISTJs prioritize the literal and tangible. While INTJs can assist ISTJs in seeing the deeper significance and patterns in a situation, ISTJs can assist INTJs in seeing the pertinent details and facts in a situation. When faced with a crisis, ISTJs can draw on their past successes, whereas INTJs can consider potential outcomes. Number 2. INTJ and ISFJ. INTJs and ISFJs make an uncommon type match and can find comfort and loyalty in one another. Both sorts desire a calm, well-organized way of living. Both prefer intimate, private interactions to big group get-togethers. There is a natural level of comfort in the relationship, since they each have an intuitive appreciation for the other's need for peaceful, uninterrupted time. Nevertheless, there are some distinctions that may eventually lead to disputes. ISFJs are very earthy and literal, whereas INTJs are abstract and worldly thinkers. On issues that each type considers to be obvious, they might find it difficult to agree. They can also come across as arrogant to one another when defending themselves. ISFJ considers their knowledge and experiences to be the most important, while INTJ believes their insights and abstract thinking are more relevant. Number 3. INTJ and ESTJ. The INTJ will appreciate the ESTJ's stability, even if they don't share many similarities. The ESTJ's practical outlook contrasts with the INTJ's vivid imagination. These two, though, could find it difficult to connect during chats. The INTJ enjoys dissecting the why and how things came to be, whereas the ESTJ is nostalgic for the past and focused on concrete observations and experiences. It could be challenging to find time for each other when both have habits that are scheduled. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. INTJ and ESFJ. These personalities are total opposites. It could be difficult for both an INTJ and an ESFJ to communicate with one another. The sensing, feeling personality expresses emotions in response to instant perceptions, but the intuitive thinking personality of the INTJ examines and analyzes the situation before making a decision. As a result, the ESFJ could be more sensitive to criticism. In addition, INTJs will struggle to articulate their emotions clearly. Number 5. INTJ and INFJ. Good match. This is going to be a fascinating and challenging relationship. Both of these types search for expansive patterns, relationships, and opportunities. Both are more drawn to the theoretical and abstract than to the obvious reality. INFJs base their decisions on the dynamics and requirements of others around them, whereas INTJs weigh the pros and drawbacks and consider the logical factors before making a choice. When both types are unable to agree on a course of action, conflict might result. However, at these moments, people can support one another in growing and gaining perspective from others in order to make wiser judgments. INFJs can assist INTJs in seeing the personal effects of each choice, while INTJs can assist INFJs in seeing a more direct, logical method for approaching issues. Number 6. INTJ and INFP. The connection between INTJs and INFPs is incredibly strong. The INTJ discovers someone in the INFP who aids them in exploring their fundamental wants and emotional aspirations. The INTJ is a person that the INFP can turn to for assistance in developing clear action plans to carry out their imaginative ideas. Both introverts accept each other's desire for privacy and quiet time because they're both introverts. The discrepancy between thinking and feeling is the main source of contention in this relationship. In order to maintain inner peace, INFPs base their decisions on their personal ideals. Decisions made by INTJs are based on dispassionate analysis. INTJs may think INFPs are overly sensitive and blind to the facts, while INFPs think INTJs are detached from their personal needs. Number 7. INTJ and ENFJ. This relationship is often one of growth, challenge, and progress. INTJs and ENFJs are both drawn to each other for their shared sense of vision and possibility. Because both types have introverted intuition in common, they both enjoy refining concepts, exploring philosophical depths, and focusing on the long-term goals of their lives. In the ENFJ, the INTJ sees someone with emotional power, influence, and authenticity. In the INTJ, the ENFJ sees someone with a long-range strategic mindset and intellectual independence. The differences and similarities help to create a spark of mystery between them, while also providing some shared perspectives. Troubles erupt when the couple cannot agree on decisions. ENFJs consider all the interpersonal components of a decision first, while INTJs consider the logic and impersonal components first. ENFJs often feel that INTJs are too cold or dismissive of personal concerns, while INTJs often feel that ENFJs are people pleasers who are too affected by the needs of others. Number 8. INTJ and ENFP. The spark and attraction between ENFPs and INTJs can be irresistible because both personality types are driven by ideas, visions, and insights. While INTJs are drawn to the charisma, inventiveness, and creative beauty of the ENFP personality type, ENFPs are drawn to the intellectual fearlessness and focus of the INTJ. INTJs adore discussing theories and concepts with ENFPs because they are so full of glistening ideas and opportunities. INTJs are motivated, effective, and autonomous, and ENFPs appreciate how they support the development of their ideas into concrete plans of action. Number 9. INTJ and ISTP. These two kinds seem remarkably similar at first glance. Both exhibit restraint, reason, and intellectual curiosity. These similarities initially have a tendency to attract these kinds to one another. They frequently become friends first before developing romantic partnerships. The best realists are ISTPs because they combine common sense intelligence with acute instincts about their surroundings. The best visionaries are INTJs because they combine a strategic mindset with understanding of the true nature of things. They can both benefit much from one another, yet they may find it difficult to connect emotionally. ISTPs tend to be a little more emotionally open than INTJs, and they can get frustrated when they communicate their emotions in an uncomfortable way, only to discover that the INTJ is even harder to read than they are. Number 10. INTJ and ISFP. In this intense, passionate relationship, there is a sense of connection and evolution. The same cognitive processes are shared by INTJs and ISFPs, but in a different sequence. The emotional depth, sincerity, and pragmatism of the ISFP are energizing and alluring to INTJs. The INTJ's wisdom and effectiveness are also inspiring to ISFPs. Both sorts need their own place and have a strong feeling of purpose. When the thinking-feeling preference clashes, issues may occur in this relationship. ISFPs may find INTJs abrupt and overly impersonal, whereas INTJs may find ISFPs overly sensitive and biased. Number 11. INTJ and ESTP. Interesting match. These personalities are attracted to one another because one has something the other does not. The INTJ sees a person who is enthusiastic, practical, and quick on their feet in the ESTP. The ESTP perceives a visionary, strategic, and perceptive individual in the INTJ. ESTPs are drawn to the INTJ's imaginative confidence, while the INTJs like the ESTP's down-to-earth, endearing character. INTJs can benefit from ESTP's ability to help them be present in the moment, notice the beauty and wonder of the physical world, and come up with workable solutions to problems. INTJs can assist ESTPs in understanding the bigger picture and the deeper significance of events. Together, they can be a powerful force, counteracting each other's flaws and pushing one another to improve. Number 12. INTJ and ESFP. Exact opposites of personalities. The cognitive processes are exactly the same in INTJs and ESFPs. However, they are carried out in the opposite sequence. This gives them the opportunity to support each other's development and search for balance while also pushing them to think outside the box. The ESFP attracts an adventurous spirit who piques the INTJ's sense of possibility. They also perceive a kind and emotionally honest person. The ESFP discovers intellectual focus and intensity in the INTJ. Additionally, they recognize a person who can guide them in making wiser selections. When the couple's respective lifestyles diverge, relationship issues may occur. ESFPs prefer to be impulsive, adaptable, and ready for everything. INTJs prefer to have their lives well organized, scheduled, and planned out. When they refuse to conform to their partner's natural instincts, they may irritate one another. Number 13. INTJ and INTJ. This combination allows INTJs to meet a true soulmate who can relate to their requirements and preferences in terms of lifestyle. In a type-alike relationship, INTJs discover in their partner a shared desire for wisdom, skill, understanding, and insight. The identical information will be prioritized and deprioritized by both. This has the potential to be both good and bad. Both of them may strengthen one another's flaws while also fostering the development of the other's strengths. Forgetting to attend to one's physical needs, paying little attention to details, and lacking emotional support are issues to watch out for. Due to the secretive and reserved nature of INTJs, they may both conceal their dissatisfaction with one another, which can only lead to animosity down the road. Number 14. INTJ and INTP. The INTJ and INTP see numerous parallels in one another. The INTJ meets someone who, like them, enjoys breaking down ideas and debating theories in the INTP. However, the INTP can offer solutions and perspectives that the INTJ would not have considered before. They also respect how INTPs are logically consistent and recognize a variety of leverage points when tackling problems. In order to make their many ideas a reality, INTPs like how INTJs can develop strategic action plans. They appreciate the INTJ's efficiency, concentrated focus, and vision. The main obstacle for this pair is the way they handle their individual lifestyles. While INTJs view time as a valuable resource that should be handled carefully, INTPs tend to be flexible and adventurous with it. Planners are INTJs, whereas explorers are INTPs. The more wandering style of the INTP can irritate the INTJ, while the INTP may feel pressured or dominated by the INTJ. For both types, this may result in conflicts and discomfort. Number 15. INTJ and ENTJ. This is a partnership based on power and intellectual exploration. The same cognitive processes are shared by INTJs and ENTJs, but in a slightly different sequence. The thirst for information, skill, and intellectual understanding drives them both. They frequently have similar interests and aspirations, and have very comparable global perspectives on the world. They can act as a reminder of one another's shortcomings, though, because of how similar they are. They will both have comparable blind spots in that they could overlook seemingly unimportant things that subsequently cause them to have major difficulties. They might wait until resentment has reached a critical point before discussing emotional issues and interpersonal dynamics. Additionally, they may struggle with other social demands. ENTJs enjoy being active, working on projects, and having conversations with a variety of people. INTJs tend to retreat more often into the comfort of their thoughts and minds. If their social needs aren't shared or respected, this could make them both irritable. Number 16. INTJ and ENTP. Exploring theories, concepts, and intellectual ideologies gives these two types a sense of mutual fulfillment. They both prefer taking a direct, rational approach to problem solving and have a strong capacity for criticism and discussion. The INTJ discovers in the ENTP someone who expands their view of the options, opportunities, and possibilities available in the outer world. The ENTP discovers someone in the INTJ who aids in the development of their concepts and the creation of action plans. These types frequently clash because of their various lifestyle requirements. It can be more tiresome for ENTPs to narrow down possibilities since they'd rather add more options because they value flexibility and spontaneity in their lives. INTJs want a clear plan and sense of direction. Extra possibilities may feel like they're obstructing the search for a single distinct path. This relationship thrives when both are respectful of each other's energy levels. These videos will be really helpful for you.